right here. Um, Hi everyone, welcome back to Reborn Haga. Haga, Haga. Anyway, welcome back. It's going to be noisy. I have the window open. It's just there's such a nice breeze outside, but my neighbors are having. Oh, that made it kind of dark. My neighbors are having a party. I know it's kind of late and I'm losing light, but we'll turn the lights on. And but I felt like going live because I said I was going to. I got caught up in all kinds of um, stuff with my daughter today. She has a very well, she has a very busy social life, so it's mostly me who's driving her around and doing stuff. And hi, and Angela Marie. Hello, welcome. We're just going to be hanging out. I'm just going to be doing what I do, which is like talk, and I never get interrupted because I'm the only one who has a mic. Woo! So yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing, and then I'll turn the lights on. Maybe we'll be on here for like an hour or so. I want to change her out of this, even though I really do love her in this, but I snapped some pictures of her in this. Hi, Mika. I'm going to grab my tablet so that I can see all of the comments close up, because it's just so weird the way I have the camera. Because I usually can't see everybody's comments because I have to tippy toe to kind of see my phone. But let's do that. We'll talk about what holidays are coming up soon. We'll change some dolls' outfits. I know that I just posted a few pictures on Instagram of Matthias, but I took those pictures a couple days ago. I think it was like Monday, and I was just feeling really inspired with the outfits that I had, and just to take some pictures. So I took advantage of the time that I had, and I didn't work that day. I took advantage of the time that I had, and I took a bunch of pictures. So hi, my little world. So welcome to me. Welcome to my live stream. Those pesky little, Instagram is filled with so many like scammers and scams and weird people commenting that they, like, oh, contact us for promotion or for a modeling gig because with our dolls. It's like the weirdest thing. I always try to block those accounts. I may be totally wrong about it, but I always feel like they're somehow connected to like the counterfeit market. but I'm probably wrong. Actually, let me bring this up a little bit like this for this view. And you guys just sit back. I watched Jurassic Park last night. Let me get my comments up here. So yeah, I watched Jurassic Park last night. It was pretty good. I have such a crush on Sam Neill. I love him. I've always like thought he was like handsome. So Mika says she's pretty good. She spent the day with her babies. And I sometimes feel some of those accounts are paid promotion type accounts. Yeah, I hope everybody had good weather in their part of the country. I know we did. It wasn't too bad. We didn't have to turn the AC on today. But I know that death heat is right around the corner. Oh my gosh, I think I'm going to turn the light on now. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but I'm starting to see. Then, oh, I'm actually I want to show you guys. I put one of the outfits that I showed. Oh, I have some new things too, which I'm a little bit hesitant to show because you guys know, as the things that I've been talking about here on my channel, that their poking hasn't stopped. So I don't know, it makes me kind of hesitant to show things here anymore. I don't get the same kind of pestering or, you know, people bothering me on Instagram, except for there was this one person who went like totally bananas on me on Instagram. Her name was like Cheryl Lynn or something like that. I don't know who she is. I've never seen her before. She went crazy on my YouTube channel, leaving really, really rude comments. I mean, seriously rude, okay? You know, and she did it also on my Instagram, which I didn't block her on Instagram. I just restricted her comments so that they'll be there and I can collect them for when I need them. So, and not only that, she ended up, we don't know, Katie and I don't know who she is. She didn't just do it to me. She was also doing it to Katie. I don't hope, Katie, you don't mind if I talk about that a little bit. And it's just so bizarre. And then she found Katie or some, I don't know if it was the same person. I suspect it might be though, because it was too much of a coincidence that they were pretty much saying the same kind of thing. That they found Katie on Facebook, and Katie's Facebook account really is just a private account that she uses to follow, you know, mostly artists, and a few, makes friends with a few doll collectors here too, but it's her private account. It isn't a My Little World account, and that person found her on there and was leaving really rude comments underneath anywhere that Katie was posting in Facebook groups, you know, doll groups. And I wonder if this fits in her mouth. No, I'd have to cut the nipple off of that. But anyway, so she found Katie in there and she left a really rude comment, but Katie could not see it because after she left the comments and the angry face emoji under her pictures, she blocked her. She blocked Katie, this nutty person leaving the rude comments ended up blocking her. So I saw the comment and I was like, Katie, did you see this? And I think maybe a couple other people. So I reported it to the group's admins, and I think what they did is they ended up blocking and removing whoever that was from the group. So yeah. I mean, I don't understand why people have to get real life on here, you know? But anyway, so that happened. So your light is very nice. Well, I have a little bit of light left from the window, and then I just turned the light on in the room. So I don't know, it'll probably start to get funky. Katie says, I sometimes feel, okay, I read that. Charlie and I went to a doggy birthday party. Yes, Katie went to a doggy birthday party with Charlie today. Angela says, I've never heard of a doggy birthday party. Sounds like fun. And then, oh yes, she went berserk over at my social media. Yeah. It was super fun. Charlie was so well behaved. Proud mama here. It was so disturbing. She blocked me right after she posted something. How would she post and the comment would stay? Well, because she was doing it so other people can see what you were saying, and so that nobody else could, you wouldn't be able to see it, but other people would see. So she posted these things, left those angry emojis, and then, you know, so she did it on purpose so other people can see it. It wasn't for you to see it. It was so that other people can, you know, the names that she was calling you and stuff. So yeah, people are really weird. Hi, Teresa Layton. Hi, Joanna. Yeah, Charlie is always a good boy. He's a little gentleman. Yep. I don't know if I've put this outfit on Valeriana before. I'm pretty sure I've put it on my silicone Emma, who I just call Emma. But I'm not sure if I put it on on her. I got this outfit. Let me take it off the hanger real quick so that I can check the tags. But I feel like changing her. I'm thinking of putting some dolls away because I have, oh no, one of the buttons fell off of this. It's hanging by a thread. Look, it literally hanging by a thread. Okay, so let me just, I don't want to lose this button. Oh, I gotta put this button somewhere where I'm gonna find it. I'll put it in the, I know where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it in my little hair bobbles bag. I have to remember to sew that back on. Sorry about that, it was distracting. Oh, I hate when that happens. The other ones seem kind of loose. I don't know how old this outfit is. Maybe 2 years old? You know what I used to like about Gymboree? Gymboree, especially, that I noticed when they would have like special collections that would come out, they would put the year of the collection on the tag so you would know what year the outfit came out. And I thought that was always really cool, that's something that they would do that was really cool. Just getting my water over here. Okay, so do you store the dresses on hangers? Yes, I do. All the dresses will get a hanger. I try to. So this one did. It was on this kind of hanger though, because this one's a 2-piece set. So we have one button missing off of that. I hope it doesn't like affect the overall look of the fit on the outfit. But this one's super cute. I wish it had the year, but it's probably not part of like a special collection. But look how cute it has. What kind of style is this shirt? It kind of reminds me of like a diaper shirt, you know? Or maybe they call it a swing top maybe. It's got that A kind of line, but I love that it has the butterfly sleeves here. And it is a very, it's lined, but the top layer is, well, both layers. Oh, actually no. So the top layer is a very translucent, kind of transparent gauze fabric. Has a cute like bodice, and then underneath it's lined, which this is something that I like about Next that you don't usually get to experience from Carter's, although I did order some stuff from Carter's, you guys. I can't wait to show you. I hope Carter's usually takes a while to get to me. I don't know why, but it does. But why do you guys notice that? Does anyone else order online from Carter's and then it takes like a while? Like I'll get stuff from Children's Salon in like 2 days, but I order from Carter's and they're here in the US and it will take like a week and a half before I get it. So I always find that really crazy. Anyway, so the bottom one is like a linen, a thin linen. So it's not layered, but lined. It's a lined outfit. That's what they call it. And then on the front C, we have adorable embroidery. And then you have a little embroidered mouse and some like wildflowers, some more like little flowers, another little mouse. I'm not quite sure what that is. I'm gonna say it's like a hedgehog maybe. I want maybe porcupine, but maybe hedgehog, you know? Your guess is as good as mine. You guys let me know what you think it is. Or a tunic top. I think a tunic top is usually longer and more narrow, right? I need to solve the storage options for my dresses. Oh, do you put them all in bins? See, I always worry about folding them up and putting them away in a drawer because I'm afraid they're going to get really super wrinkled, especially when the fabric is really thin. I mean, if you want to, you know, and I only know this, like learned this from, like when I order from certain stores, and what they do is they fold things up. If they're not sending it in hangers and they're folding it up, when they fold it up, they get a little square of tissue paper and they put it in there inside the clothes like this, and then they fold the clothes around the tissue paper. And for some reason, I don't know why that happens, for some like scientific reason, it prevents them from getting wrinkled. So there's something to do with like putting the tissue there that keeps them from getting wrinkled. Yeah, the embroidery is really beautiful. H&M is the worst, takes forever. Oh yeah, H&M too. I actually put an order in from H&M a few days ago, and I got their stuff today, so I'm gonna show you that. Where did I put it? And I want to show you guys one of the outfits that I showed last week, maybe about a week ago. I put it on Polo, and I'm going to show you guys what he looks like. I'm going to put his belly plate on, so you guys will all get to look at that together. Yeah, I don't know why that works, but it does. So I don't know if you want to, oh my gosh, if your drawer, your like doll clothes drawers look like mine, they always start out really organized, but then they get really disorganized when I'm like looking for something. And I don't know, that might be really time consuming to have to put a little tissue there in order to keep things from wrinkling on every single outfit. Yeah, so if anyone has any suggestions now or later for, you can comment here and just, you know, I'll let Katie know. So let's see how this looks on her. And it's a 2-piece set. It might have been a 3-piece set, but I don't remember. Sometimes these come with headbands, but I'm not much for like headbands on my dolls because I get really anal retentive about their hair. I get really like, I don't want them getting rubbed or anything like that at all. So I won't put anything on their hair. So this is the bottom. It's a striped, and it has the same colors as the top. It's so there picks up on all the little thread stitching on the top. So you have like a very soft mint green, like a beige, not a beige, an off-white stripe. I don't know what color, a peachy, kind of all very light and faint. And then this one kind of like a dark pink, maybe like a lavender, maybe blue, whatever the color that is. Bloomers with the outfit. So let's get her out of this gorgeous romper. Oh my gosh, I love this doll so much. So something interesting, I think I did post on my wall, and I let everybody know how I'm expecting a prototype. She's been shipped. Oh, I already revealed the gender. She's been shipped, and she's coming from Russia, all the way from Russia. So as you guys know, there's the war, the war with the Ukraine, Russia and the Ukraine, and since then Russia has had a lot of sanctions placed on them, from mostly, urged on by the US government, and so they have a lot of sanctions. Oh, thank you, Joanna. You're the best. And there's a lot of sanctions, and so I think a couple months ago it started with travel, and then they're trying to like impact these sanctions are an attempt to impact the economy, in Russia. I think as a, you know, as to maybe incentivize to encourage the Russian people to maybe act or speak out against their government. You know, whatever pressure they're trying to put, because all of these sanctions are not just, they're not really just going to impact the government, you know, the politicians and the people who run things. They're going to impact all the civilians. And part of these civilians are a lot of wonderful Russian prototype artists, and they were affected. We all saw it. Like PayPal got into it too. You know, I think McDonald's pulled all their McDonald's out of Russia. We could no longer make payments to Russian artists. So, you know, the big, huge economic impact that it's making on civilians there and their income. Do you guys get excited when your friends are expecting new babies? Oh yeah, I'm excited about this baby. So I'm telling the big long story about her right now to have something to talk about. So yeah, so it was a so I don't know how many people are comfortable. I think it's become a little bit difficult for a lot of Russian prototype artists to sell their prototypes, to sell any doll at all, because there has been, first of all, there's been a breakdown of like trust, you know, between our countries, and then there's the other issue, the bigger one, where there's not a way that we can send money. So you can't wire money to Russians, anybody in Russia. You can't PayPal anybody in Russia. All Etsy shops have been closed for Russians. They can't even do business there anymore. I'm not sure about eBay because I don't really shop there. But yeah, so it's impacted a lot of the artists, Russian artists in our community. So it was, it's a matter of trusting somebody. I already knew this artist. She's been around for a long time. I've seen a lot of her beautiful prototypes. So for me, it wasn't a big deal to agree to do a bank transfer payment. Now, would I recommend that? It was kind of scary for me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But Katie says, I think a lot of people are hesitant to buy from over there. Paying is complicated, and then shipping options are extremely limited as well. Yeah, so I paid, you know, doing the bank transfer. I felt okay. It wasn't even going directly to her. Luckily, it was going to another artist who is who lives in Lithuania. So Lithuania is not really being affected by these sanctions on Russia. So between them, they're communicating and figuring out a way. I guess Lithuania and Russian relations are still, you know, intact. And so they had to sort out how that, but I did have to do a bank transfer, which, like I said, I don't really recommend. It can be considered risky business if you don't know who the artist is. And if you don't know, this is a reputable artist who's been around for a long time. And this was for a prototype. And, you know, not like a secondhand prototype or anything. I'm talking like a prototype that that I will be the first owner of. So, and that kit hasn't been released yet. So yeah, it makes it a little bit scary. But so she did ship it. She shipped it DHL, and I did see a disclaimer, or a little warning alert on the DHL website that said that there are no inbound mail shipments or anything like that from anywhere by DHL into Russia, but they are still allowed to ship out. It's just all inbound shipments, and mail and is not making it. I shipped a kit out to Belarus back in December, and it never made it. I shipped it USPS. So it was a sold out limited edition kit. I made the mistake, and I never have done this before, but I made the mistake to ship it just first class. and it got lost. So luckily for me, it's only sold out in North America. Luckily for me, the doll is still available in Europe. So that's going to be a story for another time, that doll, because that one's going to be in the works as well. But I did ship it to Belarus and it's gone. It's just gone. And there's no way to trace it because first class, they will not trace it. Hi, Live One Day at a Time. And hi, Tara Duke. So yeah, so I have... And now I was checking the tracking. They said it should be here on the 27th. I was kind of hoping it'd get here earlier, but because it has been shipped express. But I think they're limiting the outgoing, so they're trying to accumulate as much. Anyway, there's movement. I just find it's going down. I don't know if you know this, Katie. I know that I believe you've gotten some dolls from Russia, right? Or does anyone know? As I was checking, hi Letty. As I was checking the tracking today, it finally did move. It's no longer in Moscow. Now it's in Dubai. So that was the last place it checked in. So I guess it's taking a little bit of a less direct route, and it's being sent. Isn't she cute? Look at these. Look at these curled in legs. My favorite. I love curled legs, tucked in little legs. So that's where that's at. So I'll be having that one prototype soon. And I'm super excited about that doll. And I'll have, let me see what else. Oh my gosh, I've never put this on her. I'm thinking it looks already really cute on her. It's a baby doll dress. I don't know if I'd consider this a dress. Top. Her head is so small. When I put things with like butterfly sleeves on it, these little ruffly sleeves, it always looks, it always makes it look so small, her head even smaller than it already is. Oh, it's a shame that one of the buttons fell off of this. Oh, thank you. Well, I can't button that one. Had 3 buttons, one fell off. I got this one is size, oh, actually, let me lay her down. It is first size, so it's up to 7.8 pounds. That's generally the size I'll buy for her from Next, is first size. Look how cute she looks. I'm sorry, it is dark. Bank transfer has a much better conversion rates. Oh yeah. I was shocked to see the difference between PayPal and bank transfer. That is kind of nice because originally it was going to be, oh gosh, I don't want to tell you guys how much I paid. There was like about a $250 difference in the conversion when I was using, and on PayPal it was $250 more than what I paid doing the bank transfer through my bank. The rate was lower. The conversion between USD to euros. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I kind of like that. I still did have to pay a fee with my bank, but yeah, I really like that. So the only thing I wish I would have done is that she told me that it was going to be instantly if I did it a certain way, and that way when I did it, they charged me, I think it was like $4.99 for the transaction. My bank did. And it turned out to take 3 days anyway, so I might as well have done it the free way, the way that it was going to be free, and it still would have taken the same amount of time for the money to appear in their bank. So I thought that was a waste of $4.99. Oh my goodness, do you guys see what I'm seeing? She's so cute. I love having her little legs up like this. Gosh, I see a huge delay on my tablet. Did I miss somebody here? I see the name Aunt Ashley, but I'm not sure who Ashley is. But hi, Ashley, if I missed your comment. So yeah, so look at that. Oh my goodness. So cute. I love her like this. So look, I love Laura. I love the Bonnie Brown Laura. She has these amazing limbs. That's what makes me Bonnie Brown's itch all the time. Without the B, or with the B, but the B is silent in this case. I swear that she gets me every time with those Bonnie Brown limbs, those Bonnie Brown hand and feet sculpting. Okay, they always get me. That's where I'm at. To me, like Bonnie Brown is a sculptor, that is where I hold the standard. Okay, if this is Bonnie Brown, the next minute's gonna be about Bonnie Brown. So this is, to me, it's like that's the standard for me. Like, okay, this is what everybody has to live up to. But this baby is not by Bonnie Brown. She's by Natalie Scholl. And I don't really buy too many dolls that aren't by, like, as far as newborns are concerned, I don't really buy too many newborn size babies that aren't by Bonnie Brown. I've had others, you know, I've had Gudrun Legler, I've had other artists newborns, and it always goes back to, for me, it always goes back to the limbs. But with this little girl, this Emma kit by Natalie Scholl, I swear, there's all the car noise, sorry about that. I swear that I feel like this comes close to me with as far as the curls and the curl and the tuck of these kind of the legs. It's just my favorite type of precision, because I think it's like, to me, it's very reminiscent of a very newborn baby. You know how they're always like tucking their little legs in and their little hands are doing things. Bonnie Brown captures that really good. Now, there are a few artists that I feel are kind of getting there as far as, you know, they rival. I mean, they're not actual rivals of hers. I think they're all colleagues, you know, that are in the sculptor world. They consider each other colleagues, and they inspire each other and they support each other and stuff. That's how I like to imagine it anyway. But for me, it's the way I'm describing it. Priscilla Lopez, her kits, I feel like really are like they're really, I'm just trying to be delicate about how I'm saying, they rival Bonnie Brown's. They really do. Priscilla Lopez is another one that I look at. Another one that I'm really loving the limbs, because the limbs, I mean, I can love a face, but if the limbs just don't do it for me, I'll probably pass on the kit. So, but Priscilla Lopez and Sheila Mrofka are two that I feel, if you guys are really like into paying attention to the limbs, those are two other artists besides, you know, because right now Bonnie isn't sculpting, and if you're missing the Bonnie effect, the Bonnie limbs, I know I am, but if you're missing those Bonnie hands and feet and limbs and stuff, you got Sheila Mrofka and Priscilla Lopez. Take a look at their kits. I think Priscilla's kind of working on a lot of, I think she just had one come out that's a big guy, Vincent. So he's a bigger baby. But as far as newborns, Priscilla Lopez, I believe she has, like, my favorite is Aussie, because his limbs are really great. And I have him in the blank, as a blank kit. But just in case, you know, you guys are looking for something and looking at the hands and feet are really important to you, not just the face. If you're, you know, into the hands and the feet and everything, I think they're one to look at. If you like chubbos, If you like chubby babies, I had a Ramsey, but I never had him made because I like them a little bit skinnier. But if you like little chubby babies, I think that Cassie Brace is one to look at. She sculpts those thunder thighs, guys. Thunder thighs. For Cassie Brace dolls have the thunder thighs. I loves me some Reborn babies. Hello, we're just talking about sculpts here. Okay, so yeah, if you like thunder thighs, I think you'll like Cassie Brace's newborns. They have thunder thighs. Oh, Katie just got a prototype by Cassie Brace just a few days ago. I don't even think it's been a week yet. She got the, well, I'm not going to tell you what she got, but you guys, her box opening is up on her channel on my little world, and you guys can go see what prototype she just got and by who she got. I think personally, in my opinion, this particular sculpt, Katie has the best of all the prototypes that were made. This one was the best rendition for that, you know, version of that prototype. The best. You guys have to see that animated face. The face is just alive and fun. So if you haven't seen it yet, which most of you guys who watch me here probably already watched Katie's channel, but if you haven't seen it yet, it's their first time here on my channel. If you haven't seen, go to My Little Worlds and go see what prototype by Cassie Brace that she just opened on her channel. And he's a chubbo. I couldn't believe it. Katie had bought a romper from my store, and I have a store on Instagram. It's called Hygge. So it's Hygge. I can't remember if I put an underscore or not, but it's Hygge space or underscore, I'm not sure. Tygge, Hygge. That is my Instagram store, and I do sell things like maybe once or twice a year. I'm a procrastinator when it comes to selling. And she bought a romper from me, and I believe she put the romper on at her box opening, and it was made in a very loose style, and I couldn't believe it fit him that nicely. So I think he's a chubbo. So if you like little chubbo babies, Cassie is the mix, and she's always producing babies. She's got new babies coming out all the time. Thank you. There is the link to my Instagram store. All right, so this is her dress. Oh my gosh, it is so dark on my phone. Oh, that's why I couldn't see good. I had the light turned down so far. Okay, I can see a little bit better. Okay, so let me just move this little girl out, and I'm gonna bring in Polo because I want to show you the outfit. Oh, actually, I think I'm gonna move her out, and hang on just a second. Let me get I'm just grabbing the outfits that just came in. Oh my goodness. Where did I put them? Oh, here they are. Ugh, I have them left underneath the boppy. So I did. Hang on a second. Give me a second here. Something is missing. Oh, okay. One of the outfits I think I'm going to put on Matthias. But I want to, before I show you guys what I got from what I bought a few days ago and just arrived, I'm going to show you. No, she does. Cassie does not sleep. She's always, I think she has 4 kids too. She's always, oh my gosh, she looks so pretty in this. It's funny because I feel like it looked different on my silicone Emma than it does on her. Look at those little tucky legs. Little tuckies. Okay, so let me just shift her out. And we're going to bring, say bye. And we will bring Polo in. Okay, so he's wearing one of the outfits, but I want to try, he's wearing one of the outfits that I just showed you guys, I think last week. Where did I buy this? Let me just check the tag because I kind of don't remember where I got this. I got this from, where did I get you from? Okay, this one's from Next. Let me just, okay, so I want to put his belly plate on because I really wanted to see what it looked like with this top. So I may take his pants off, but he looks so cozy. I got this in up to 1 month. I think he can get away with wearing first size as well, because I feel like, because the Scarlet by Bonnie Brown, this is the kit's name, the sculpt name, has the 3/4 arms, or maybe the body seems a little bit smaller. I just always feel like he's a little teensy wincy bit smaller than Levi. I don't know why, just to me it just, but I generally will just put, I like I said, I can get away with first size or newborn for both of them. Like Carter's, when I buy newborn, it fits both of Levi and Scarlet. But I'm gonna take out his belly plate real quick, and I want to put this on. This is the belly plate that he actually came home with. When I bought the blank kit, the artist who sold him the blank kit to me sent me this body plate. Scarlet didn't come with a custom body plate, but then I sent him to his artist, and she painted it like this for me. And this body plate and this doll was really what sparked my love and, you know, my appreciation for body plates in this hobby. Because before, whether a doll came with one or not, I wouldn't really care. Like, I wouldn't use them. And I didn't have a lot. Like, when I would buy a blank kit, I wouldn't buy the body plate to have the body plate made. And only because when I bought this blank kit, she sent this along, did I actually decide, I think I like body plates and I want to have a body plate made every time I have a doll made. So Tara says, it is a beautiful dress. I love the pattern, character, people on it. Oh, the little mice. Oh my goodness. Thurston wants to sit by the window. There you go. There you go. Let's open this. Let's open that for you, okay? There you go. Good boy. So having this one made really got me into having the belly plates. And if it hadn't just, incidentally, like, just come with him, with his blank kit that I bought, I would have probably never had it made, and I still probably wouldn't even be using them that much. Emma comes with a custom body plate as well, but I don't ever take it out because I don't take her out too much, but I promise I'm going to put something on her with her body plate and a bib and stuff because I have some cute things. So let's just unbutton this. And he has a 3/4 arms, so it's not full. On Emma, the vinyl goes all the way up to here. She has a shoulder, but this one is a cloth shoulder. It's called 3/4 arms. So I'm gonna take his little pants off for right now because I want to see how this, I want to see what this looks like. Let me, and I was just thinking of like having it like that. And then just like so, putting the diaper. It is a non-gendered body plate because I know they sell body plates that have genitalia, but this one does not. I do feel like it's a little bit too chub for a newborn. He's got like little baby boobies, little chub baby boobies, but I still really like it, and I like the way she painted the belly button as well. So I hope that you guys, I'm trying to kind of conceal that there's like that little gap right there. Let me see if I position him a little bit. Like that. How's that work? Is that working? Oh, I see that you can still kind of, how's that look? I think that looks good. Oh, I can still see the little gap there. I think the more I try to turn him, oh, maybe I should go like that. There we go. We'll just put his little arm up. I think belly plates are really fun. Of course, for me, they're not like intended to, let me see if I can put his little legs up. I don't feel like they're intended to be like constantly on, or, you know, or when you cuddle them, because they'll fall off unless you have like ties, but still they're kind of cumbersome and make them feel bulky. So, but if you are really into photographing your dolls, I highly recommend getting a belly plate done, because as you know, there are some limitations as far as, you know, the realism in showing like an entire body. That keeps popping up. I hope that doesn't pop up anymore. There we go. For the vinyl dolls, every time I try not to let it pop up, it's a little bit, there. Don't pop up. Okay, so I mean, if you like photographing them and you have like an Instagram account that you're active on and you like posting pictures, or you have a YouTube channel and you're recording and you're putting things up on, you know, a YouTube channel, body plates are really fun. And this is one of the reasons, like if you're into like that getting that feedback from people when they see your picture of your dolls, and you just strive more and more for your pictures to represent a live real baby as close as possible, you know, you try to get there as close as possible. Well, you know, our vinyl dolls are limited, have their limitations because they have their cloth bodies, but with a belly plate, look at that. He looks amazing. Oh, thank you. I think he's pretty perfect too. He's cute. And if you didn't get one, with your doll, see if the artist will paint you one. I don't know how much extra they cost. Like, I never really factor that in, but I don't know. Does anybody know how much extra an artist would charge? It'll vary artist to artist, you know, but if you didn't get one when you originally got your doll, just go back and ask them, hey, can you paint me a body plate? Because I'll tell you, I get so much satisfaction from photographing my babies, and I take a lot of time thinking about what theme I want in my pictures. I think about, you know, what outfit I'm gonna put on them, how they're gonna look, how I'm gonna position them. I try my best. I'm not like, I don't have a studio or anything like that. But I feel like I've gotten better as, you know, as an amateur, like complete amateur, and I don't have a professional camera, but I do use my iPhone. But I so truly enjoy being this amateur photographing my dolls. It's so much fun. It's like it's a creative outlet for me. So everything everything, what is this? Oh, the socks. Everything that I show on here, or that I take the time to share on here, I've put a lot of thought into it, because that creative process for me is the best. It's so much fun. I have to show you guys this. Let me see. There was an Instagram account. Oh, hold on. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is on my Instagram, I'm just going to share her pictures in my story, because there was this Instagram that I just found the other day, yesterday, and oh my gosh, she was taking the cutest summer photos that I've seen. And she put a lot of thought into the whole setup. Katie is another person. Katie, you do that a lot too. You put a lot of thought into the setup. I really can appreciate that, because I know firsthand how much work that is to come up with, you know, to look for special items like this pillow that I just bought a few weeks ago, like the outfits that I buy, whether or not I'm going to be using, you know, incorporating the belly plate in the picture, the diapers, everything. It just takes a lot of time, and it is so much fun. And then when I see other people doing their thing and they're photographing their babies, like, Instagram is so much fun for that. And it's something to really appreciate the creativity, and you know that person took time to come up with the whole concept of what they're going to photograph, and it's amazing. It's amazing fun. Katie has been like a long time, you know, advocate for belly plates on her channel. She knew about, I think, Katie, you were really into them before I was. Like, I would watch you talk about it, but I didn't get it until I accidentally got one. Not by choice. I just like, go ahead, paint the belly plate, you know? And now I just appreciate it so much. But yeah, Katie says, I love photos with belly plates. Yeah, me too. It's nice. Tara says, I got a few babies from Randy Perry, and she didn't charge me much, under $40. Okay. But I'm a repeat buyer from her. Also, her prices may have changed since last year. Yeah, you never know, like, prices may vary, but I think it does vary about, there is one artist that quoted me for the belly plate, it would be $100 more. And I'm not going to say the artist yet, because this is like one of my babies that I'm having done, that I'm super excited about. It was like one of those artists that I really wanted to have a doll from. And but anyway, she did quote me $100 extra. So let's just do that range, $40 to $100 extra, depending on the artist. Katie thinks she does better with bigger babies. Girl, you got it. You're doing fine. Even with the newborns, you're doing really good. But I love your bigger baby photography. I do. That is like Karolinka's, you know, Little Miss Karolinka. Just, it's so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the stuff that I got from H&M. I'm going to change, I think I'm going to change Matthias into one of the outfits. Oh, what did I do with my little penguin? Well, okay. So the first one, like, okay, everything I get looks the same, so it's, bear with me, guys. So I got it. I love these, and I opted for this shade. It's not coming over very well right now because it's dark right now, but this is a side. Ooh, this one actually ties. Let me make sure I know what I'm saying here. Yes, this one actually ties. This one had a button, buttons. It had like a faux little tie on there that does not functional, but it has a button. So this one's like one of those side tie, kind of bring me home from the hospital outfits, and I really do like to photograph them in these. I occasionally buy like full-on day outfits for my dolls, but for the most part, the majority of the clothes that I have are, I just came home from the hospital. I'm new here. I'm probably 3 days old, so everything is comfy, cozy, roomy. I might be a little bit, look like I'm swimming in it a little bit. You guys catch my drift, right? So this one's totally adorable. I do not remember what it's called, but I'm hoping that the color is coming on camera nicely. It is kind of it's a greenish color. Gosh, what was the color called? Hang on. It doesn't say. No. Okay, it does not say the color anywhere. Okay, but anyway, so this one's one of those side tie. Now these, they came individually, like you can buy the top, but they do have matching bottoms, matching pants in the exact same color and the exact set. It's like a set, but they don't sell them as a set. You have to buy them individually. I got 1 to 2 months. I think he could get away with this particular kit. I'm pretty sure he can get away with 0 to 1 month, but I've noticed that it's kind of like a preemie size. So if you're trying to achieve that newborn look, newborns usually don't fit anything to the T. Newborns tend to like swim a little bit in their clothes, so it's super cute. I prefer the baggy look on my dolls, but to each his own. Shannon, I loves me some Reborn babies too. Excuse me, let me drink some water here. I remember one of my very first babies came with one, and I didn't really know what it was or what to do with it. And yes, that was the price I was quoted, $100. Okay. So yeah, I think it would be, like we said, about roughly, you know, 40 to 100. Oh. So that looks cute. I got this one with all of them in mind, but I really like green on this, on Polo. This is what I call him. That's his name, Polo. I really like green on him. So he'll probably be the first one to wear that one. Tara says, I love belly plates as well. I have a few for my dolls. I seldom use them. I didn't think I would be using it either, but I'm so in love with belly plates now, and I definitely, if you're photographing them, break some out and take some pictures. I think you'll find it really enjoyable. And then Katie wants to know if Shannon was quoted recently. Yes, but I hardly use them, but sometimes it's just nice to have them just in case. Sage green. Yeah, I think it would be called a sage. I know it had a name. I just don't remember what it was called. Light green? I don't remember, but it's from H&M. So I also like this little detail. Isn't that pretty? I think it's like, cherries or peaches or cherries. I don't know what it is, but it's cute. So I got this one in 1 to 2 months. And he looks cute in this one too. Today is the night of the side tie. And then I got this one. They have another one that I almost was gonna get, but I was like, girl, don't get another one that looks pretty much the same. But that's how I do things here. I don't know why, I just do. This one is a light yellow. And yeah, it looks kind of cream, but I think you guys can kind of see that it's a light yellow. This one has an adorable print with oh, maybe that's an orange. I think these are oranges. So it's sort of like a summer. It has pears, oranges, apples, carrots. So it has like it's a fruit theme. I don't know if carrots are fruits though, but whatever, a garden theme. And it's also the side tie. Now I think I'm going to put this one on Matthias because I do like softer, you know, and yellows on him, but he looks good in yellow too. Again, it's the same style as the other one. This one though has the waffle knit. Can you guys see that in the camera? I hope it's picking up on the camera. You guys see the knit on that? It's the waffle knit fabric. And this one is just a cotton, regular cotton, and also 1 to 2 months. And another time here, you know, when I go live again, probably next week, we will see what these look like on them. Oh, but next week, 4th of July is coming up on us. So maybe sometime in the near future, maybe not next week, but and I'll be showing you guys what they look like on the boys. The last outfit I got, and I think I'm going to put this one on Matthias today. These ones tend to go quickly when they're on it, especially in the lighter colors. When you see them at H&M, they tend to fly out the door. I have this one, very similar one in a gray, and I got this one. It's a linen though. This is linen. I think it ties on the side. I got it in 1 to 2 months, and it's kind of an oatmeal color. Maybe gray. Neutral, well, they call it, oh, natural linen. That's not what the color's called. Man, I don't remember. Whatever. I think they had 2 or 3, maybe 2 different colors, 2 different shades of this style. So it is a bodysuit. You know, it might even look good on him because he has the 3/4 arms, so I really have to consider, you know, I can't do sleeveless for him. So when I do tend to buy outfits with like sleeves like this, I tend to put it on him. So it might end up, he might end up wearing it first, but I kind of want to put it on, Matthias. But if I don't, maybe I'll put this yellow one and he can just wear it with the diaper. So we will decide that in a little bit. Oh, the sage color. It is. It's a nice, I know it kind of looks like it's the same as this one, but I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. It's not, yes. And this one's brighter, and this one is a more a muted, more of more of a muted tone. This one's brighter. It's more minty, but this one's a little bit muted. Shannon, I saw your, I posted your Laura. I think you know I posted her in my story. She was so pretty with her headbands on. She was so adorable. I'm trying to remember who made that, Laura, because I know you have more than one Laura. Who made that baby? Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Like I have it. You're gonna have to jog my memory. I know you have Laura by Holly Pass, but you posted Laura with the one that's rooted. Why can I not remember who made that one? Oh my gosh. If you want to be like a millionaire, do you want to be a millionaire? I would totally lose. I need to use a lifeline right now because I cannot remember the artist. Natalia, yes, Natalia Razmislova. Okay, oh my gosh, I don't know why I couldn't remember that. I wanted to say Jody Slater for some reason, but I know that wasn't Jody Slater. I was like, no, it's not her. Yes, and you know what the funny thing is that this is the second time I've done that to myself, because when I was looking at her, I was like, who made her? How come I cannot remember the artist's name? But yeah, now, thank you so much. Holly made the newborn one. Yes, I love the... Oh, Thurston, what are you doing? I love that one too. She's so beautiful. I think you have her as a girl. Ow, Thurston, why are you using me to do that? Come on. You got dolls invading your space here? Is that what it is? You don't like the dolls all over your space? So sorry. Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous Laura. Yeah, I love her. She looks so adorable, and she had the hair bands, the little headbands from Pearl, from is it Pearl's Pretty Designs? Pearl is in Australia, and she makes these adorable headbands. So you can find her on Facebook. You can find her under Happiness Nursery, but she also has a whole page for her headbands, for the other extra things that she makes. Mostly it's headbands, but she also makes clothes and other things like that. But mostly at this time, she's mostly making headbands. I get a lot of Christmas headbands from her. And Pearl made the headbands that I learned about from you. And I'm obsessed with. Yeah, I know, me too. I cannot wait for this Christmas, because I got my headbands from her a little bit too late, but it was okay. It was okay. And one of them I really, really want to use for Christmas, because I'm planning on doing a pink Christmas for my girls. And hopefully I'm going to have, I don't know. Probably not. It's taking so long for this kit to come out, the one I'm waiting for. But I'm hoping I'll have her by Christmas. But I don't know, because I never hear anything about... I know they already had the pre-order. So they already came out with all the prototypes. So hopefully the kits will be coming out very soon. And my artist will be painting her. And she will maybe make it home for Christmas this year. And I can do my pink Christmas with her. Yes, I love pink. And you'll be surprised, guys, how much pink stuff you can find for Christmas. I'm gonna do it. I've done it before. I've done pink for Christmas for one of my dolls before too. And I want to repeat this, and everything I'm planning for this one is going to revolve around that one headband that I got from Pearl. Everything, the whole theme is going to be based on the headband's going to be the main focus, but my whole entire thing that I'm doing for my girl is going to be centered on the headband. It reminds me of a commercial that I saw. I think it was a commercial for like, oh gosh, some fancy Kohler or something like that. Whatever, they make faucets and they make most like plumbing stuff, like fixtures for your, you know, for bathrooms and sinks, and I don't remember what they're called, Kohler. I saw a commercial by them, and this couple walks into like the Home Depot, and they get shown this the beautiful looking, you know, faucet, and they bring that faucet to the architect and said, I want you to build a home around this. That's what they bring. They're like, build a home around this faucet. That's how, you know, sometimes one little object can, you know, can get you so, that's like hyper focused. Like you can build an entire style around one little thing, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I like to do. So I'll build like a whole, like when I bought this pillow, I think I told you guys this when I showed it like about a couple of weeks ago, and I bought this pillow, and I literally bought, I haven't been able to use the outfits yet because it's warm, and the outfits are more like a winter type outfit. But I bought, wait, was it the pillow or the sweater? Yeah, I think I bought the pillow, and then I bought the sweaters. I bought two that will go really good with this pillow, because I have something in mind for what I want to do. So that'll be coming to you this winter. That's how far ahead I'm thinking. And I do that too. I also do that with like Christmas. I do that with Halloween. Like I'm already looking for something. I won't do all the babies, but I'll probably like pick one and just do a Halloween for one of the dolls. And for right now, I'm only going to do one of the dolls for 4th of July. If I get my prototype in time, I'll probably include my prototype in the 4th of July that I'm going to do, my pictures that I'm going to take. But seriously, I don't know what kind of collector you are, you know, anyone watching, the kind of collector you are, but I will build an entire picture based on one, you know, it's me going into that architect's office and say, build a house around this faucet. That's what I do, and I enjoy it, and it's fun for me. And that's what this is supposed to be, right? We get creative. For some of us, that's where our creativity is born. Like this is where it comes from. So that's me. That's how I do. That's how special I get. So let me just shift out Polo. I'm going to bring in Matthias, and I'm going to put something on him. One of the two. Yes, I love this. Yeah. Does anybody else do that? So yeah, let me just shift him out. And let's put an outfit. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to photograph him. I'm really hoping that I have time tomorrow to photograph this guy. And this is kind of this is your preview to that. Although I may change his diaper out because I have something else in, as you know, diaper wise. But let's actually. Let me shift this guy out. And move this little one. Says goodbye, aunties. And here we have Matthias, and he is wearing his turtly cute romper that I almost put on him the other day, but where is that outfit? I don't know what diaper he has on. What color is this diaper? I think it's white. I think I need to get different color diapers. Let me check something here. What diaper do you have on? Oh, let's take this diaper. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm for sure gonna like this. Oh, but we're gonna find out together now. Aw, thank you. I'm not sure yet. Let's see. I feel like the bunnies right now are just a little bit too distracting because there's a lot of print going on right here. We have this print. Gosh, it's so dark. Okay, let's put this outfit on. And let me just cut this or untie this tag. I want him cozy, I want him comfy. I think that might work. I think that's gonna work. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna invest in maybe a rust color diaper. I'm gonna have to see if I can find one. And we'll take the diaper off, change out the diaper. Turtles are my signature thing. I love turtles. I think bunnies more are, but I really do love turtles. And this one is actually the sea turtle. I have an outfit with like land turtles on it too, but this one's the sea turtle. So it's taking on, it's a little of an aquatic theme. I have some beautiful pictures up right now on Instagram with this outfit on. And we are gonna take this big one off. This one's the Imagine baby diaper. Let me just put this one aside, and we're gonna try the top. We're doing a very casual t-shirt. We're doing a very casual t-shirt, and oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, this is okay. If this was a real baby, do you know those tags? Okay, first of all, there's no tags up here, anything to like, even this thing right here is not, it's like really soft. But I just opened this up, and it has these, you know, it has all the washing instructions and all the, you know, all the legal stuff they have to include, you know, on here, and what it's made of, and usually these things are really stiff, itchy, and I think, you know, for the most part on real babies I would be cutting those off. But this one is made in a very, very soft, same like fabric as the top is, so it's super soft. So there's just no way that would be itchy up against the baby's skin. So for a real baby, this would be absolutely amazing. You wouldn't even have to bother cutting it off unless you wanted to, but it's so soft. I'm sorry, I was just like kind of surprised at that. You know, they tend to have like itchy little tags on there. Well done, H&M, well done. So here he is, all naked booty. Well, not necessarily, but he's got a cloth body on. Oh, where is that other? I just, I wanted to find the belly plate one. I'm not sure where I put that one. I could have swore I had it out for the longest time. The thing is, sometimes after I do these videos, I just want to get everything out of the way as quick as possible, because I'll be moving on to the next thing. But then I don't. And I just put it where I put it away where I don't usually put it away at, and then when I want it again, I don't know where I put it. So so yeah, that's basically where I'm at. Not knowing where the heck things are at. Okay, so I guess I'll just have to use that one. I didn't really want to use this one. Okay, so let me just put this on him first. I like this color on him. Let's get his arm in. Okay, so this one ties here on the inside. Okay, so this definitely is, so this is, again, this is a 1 to 2 month size. I just find that the 0 to 1 is just too small. I'd rather have it baggy. Oh, you know what, I kind of wanted to have this open because I wanted to do this. He really looks good in any light. Yeah. Testify, girl, testify. Can I get a witness? This is Alicia Rodriguez. This is her work, Alicia Rodriguez. This is Serendipity Reborns, I think that's what her business is called. She's a prototype artist. She's an Iora master artist. Although having an Iora master artist is really good for us for selling, for the resale value of dolls. I'm not gonna lie, it is. But I honestly have kind of, I might talk about this in a later video, but I've kind of not completely changed my mind, and I give myself the leeway or the room to change my mind as I, you know, things change. So I have a little bit of a different opinion when it comes to Iora Master Artist, because there happens to be an artist right now that I totally admire her work. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna just say it right now. I feel, without, like, I don't want to insult it, but right now I think she's like she is one of 3 people that I consider the top artists in the Reborn, in the entire Reborn community at this moment. Okay, and she doesn't have, she's not an Iora master artist. I don't know what, you know, if there's like politics behind all of that or anything, but definitely I have kind of changed a little bit. Again, I do feel like there is some value in that. But when you're as phenomenal as this one artist that I'm thinking of, I don't think those titles or those, I don't think they really matter. When you're, and it also kind of made me realize, like, maybe there's lots of politics behind, well, there's politics and everything. I mean, You guys saw me these last 2 weeks. There's politics on YouTube too. I mean, there's just things that we don't know about. And, you know, I just think that there are people that are really good. And how do we measure that? Now, as far as helping with secondhand resale dolls, it is a big deal and it matters. Because it's supposed to guarantee, kind of give the stamp of approval on artists based on, in my opinion, based on, firstly, the realism, the quality, the longevity should be one of that should qualify them for that title, for that stamp, you know, of approval, for that banner. But I really do think that there are artists out there that don't have it. And Katie says, I am positive Iora is very political. Yes, politics and everything to a certain degree. Yes. I'm learning after several episodes of Hoarders today that I have some hoarder tendencies. We'll talk about that too. I think we all kind of do. I'm trying to make sure he's all in here. Oh my gosh, it's so dark in here. So sorry, guys. But that's so funny, yes. But love that on him, really pops. Thank you. Oh, his little white bunny rattle. Look at that. It doesn't really match. I got this so long ago. No, his little, that thing is gonna bug me. But yeah, the Iora Master Artist thing, there are people's work out there that I really love and I think is really good, and they haven't gotten the stamp of approval. I do feel like after observing this type of situation, in my opinion, wait, you're gonna hear it. Here it comes. It's a really nice opinion, come on. But in my opinion, maybe there's a little bit of politics going on behind that from what I've gathered. And I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. But I will say that it's supposed to, like I was saying, it's supposed to have like this, it comes with, I guess to me, like, is it coming with some type of guarantee, the Iora Master, you know, banner, membership, or whatever you want to call it, exclusivity? I feel like it needs to include that the work, there's a longevity, you know, the work is going to last, the painting's going to last, you have good materials, there is a realism. The realism has to be through the roof. Okay, like it's unstoppable realism. And I also think it has to speak to the integrity and character of the artists themselves. I do feel like Iora should hold the conduct of artists accountable to a higher standard, I think, in my opinion. Because, yeah. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. Pearly and Pretty Designs. Thank you very much, My Little World, for linking her store here. I'm behind here. Let me see. Longevity. Yes. I have a very beautiful doll. Have. You don't know if I still have it, but by an Iora Master Artist. Mind you, I bought it before she was, but did the painting last? I take really good care of my dolls. No. So it happens. It happens, you know. Oh God, he looks gorgeous. Look at that. We're doing belly plates tonight. Yes, we are. So I decided to go with this. Guys, I'm really bad, like colorblind, kind of bad with colors. I never know what to call them, but this is like a green tone diaper. It is a little Joey diaper, and I feel it picks up well with the little hints of green on the top. So that's why I decided to do this one. I would have preferred to have maybe a rust color, like a mustardy colored or color, or maybe a red or something, or orangey. I think that might have worked better with the yellow tone, but for right now I'm gonna work with what I have it in, and we'll just go with that. My Little says, I don't know if Angie is still here, but she has a baby Ramsey she adopted for me. She could say how she feels about the details and hair and all that after having him for some time. Can we talk about matte varnish thing here? I feel that many artists slack after some time when it comes to that. I would like to see a consistency with not only painting, but varnish as well. I agree. Thank you for sharing that, Katie. Yeah, I totally agree. It would be nice if we had some, I don't know what's going on. There's been some artists that I would like buy a lot of dolls from, and then all of a sudden, like the later dolls that I bought, we had issues with the matte varnish. So I totally understand what you're saying there. My Little World says, oh, I'm sorry. My Little World says, varnish longevity is so important to me as a collector. Me too. Loves Me Some Reborn's Babies too says, girl, yes, I'm so serious about that. That matte paint and matte varnish needs to be on point, period. Yes, I know. I don't know what's going on with some artists. I have no complaints about this one. He's doing pretty good. And I have had, like, Pen is a perfect example of like excellent executed matte varnish. Pen is my Maggie that was painted by Natalie Petrova. And he's like, he still, like, everything about him, fingertip to toe tip, head to toe, is still like new. I also like my Maddie's matte varnish. She's got a nice, I just need that textured matte on my dolls. I don't like glowy on some things. Shiny lips, fine. A nice sheen on the eyelids, perfect, but I don't need that anywhere else. Fingernails, yeah, nice sheen, not necessarily glossy, but a sheen. You know who's the queen of sheen? To me is Pearl from Happiness Nursery. She is the queen of sheen on eyelids. I don't know how she does it, but those eyelids look so realistic. They have, you know how your eyelids can, like when somebody wakes up or a baby's sleeping and it has like that little sheen. It's not shiny, it's not greasy, it's just like a sheen. It's not matte or dry looking or flat. Pearl has perfected that on the eyelids. I love it. Love it. Not too thin and not too cakey. It's the art. It's the art of its own. Yeah, it's an art in itself, for sure. I think Serenity talked about the matte too. I remember like a couple months ago watching either a video or a live stream, and she discussed that. I think it might have been at your urging. I don't remember exactly, but she did discuss that, and in the same way too, you know. He looks cute like that. Loves Me Some Reborn's Baby says, I love that, Ines. I need that matte varnish to be there, and I need it to stay from day one till the end of time. Till the end of time. They need to last till the end of time. And let's talk about the hoarding. Girl, I have to sell some clothes. Like, I cannot keep having so much of the same looking stuff, but I do. But you guys, selling is it's a labor in itself, and I guess just the thought of it makes me unmotivated to do it, but I have to do it. But I saw, oh, that reminds me, that's so funny that you brought that up, Shannon. That really is funny that you brought it up, because I was on Facebook, it was yesterday, and in the doll fan Facebook, I saw, wait, no, it wasn't that one. Well, whatever. It was in one of the groups I was in. It wasn't doll fan, because I don't go in that one that much. Anyway, in one of the groups that I'm in, there was a woman who posted a picture, and there was a lot of dolls in the pictures. I mean, a lot. And she has been collecting way longer than I have. She had dolls that were, you know, Ashton Drakes that had been reborn. So she was collecting dolls from a long time ago, you know, when reborning was like stripping and then painting, and they didn't really have the kits to paint like we do now. So she posted that she was getting criticized, I don't know where, if it was in another group, for having so many dolls, for hanging on to so many dolls, and it's not that she wasn't selling them to people, but that she wasn't giving them away to people that can't afford them. I felt bad for her that she was being judged that way. I mean, come on. Like, she bought these with her own money. She paid for them. I mean, to put pressure on somebody just because, oh, and then she had the other issue where a lot of newbies, like people that were new to the community, were thinking that her dolls were counterfeit or they were fake because they were the Ashton Drakes or Paradise Galleries that had been stripped and then painted. And so some people thought that these were fakes, and they weren't. That's a no for me. Yeah. Have you heard a few artists say that they do not use varnish as protective layer? I found it strange. I think I only heard, you let me know about that, but I don't remember if I heard it anywhere else, like outside of like you telling me. Oh, I remember who. It just like popped in my head who you might be meaning, but I won't say it here. But yeah, I do find that strange. Oh, and actually I owned one that I think the artist just, I don't know, because I don't paint, so I don't know if varnish could ever be that dewy or shiny, but yeah, I know what you mean. I do. But as far as the hoarding, so she said she had something like, I don't know if I'd already mentioned this, but she has like 200 dolls, 200 reborns, total dolls. And again, some of them are the Ashton Drakes that were stripped a long time ago, and she's just started trying to sell some. And I don't think she's selling because she has too many. I think she maybe just wants to start. I mean, some of us sell because we want to have a fresh collection. We want to see different faces. And some of us just hang on to everything that we buy. I'm space limited at the moment. So I'm trying not to keep too much, but I think that even if I was space limited, I don't think that I can handle too much. And too much is relative, because to everybody has a different definition of what too much is, or, a lot is. So for me, my too much, I think I'm already past what I consider too much for myself. I don't care if anybody has $200 though, but to, make people feel like they have to give away the doll, because they think, oh baby, almost sat on you, watch out, move over. Sorry, Thurston's like right behind me. I didn't see him, almost like was gonna sit here at the edge of the bed and he was sitting there. Anyway, sorry. But I just think that you saw it. Did you? Oh, you saw what about the varnish, or the lady who was having a hard time with people and also having a hard time selling? That's something else I get afraid of too. I get a little worried that if I hang on to dolls for too long, I may, I may run into the problem where I won't be able to sell them. So I do worry about that as well. I don't know if any of you guys worry about that, but I do. Oh, his leg's not going to stay up like this. I'm trying to get it so that you guys can see his legs a little bit better, but I think that I'm moving him and it still doesn't make a difference. Let me see how that looks. So yeah, so I worry about that too. Like, how long do we need to hit? I know that I can no longer say forever baby. I won't even dare say it with him either, though I totally love him. To me, he's like my ideal Levi. And but I do wonder, like, will I have a hard time selling if I hang on to a doll or a sculpt or whatever, you know, for too long? So those are things that I take into consideration. Okay. Sorry, I was answering a text from my daughter. It's Saturday night, so she's at a party. She's at a birthday party. I just don't want her, tomorrow's Father's Day, I don't want her staying out. I don't want her spending the night anywhere because I have things to do tomorrow. But, you know, 4th of July is coming up on us really quick. What are we, like 2 weeks? Is it 2 weeks? Let me see. What day is it today? Wait, what day is it today? Today's Saturday the 18th. Okay, so we have all next week. So yeah, it's like 1, 2 in 2 weeks. It's on a Monday. Yeah, so it's coming up on us. And I will have one outfit, I think, maybe 2 dolls dress, maybe one of the newborns, but I don't know. It just depends on how I feel. Sometimes it just gets overwhelming to try to change them all. I used to try to do it before, like for Christmas, I used to try to get every single one an outfit. This last year, I don't think I really did that. It's the summer solstice, yeah. So Tuesday is the official first day of summer. Is it really that early? Wait, what day is Tuesday? Oh, that's right. It's always like the 21st, 22nd, something like that. Oh, thank you. You know, when you first start out here in the hobby, I know for me, I did start off when I got my first doll. It had been such a long time that I bought clothes for babies at all because my kids were already like in high school. Two of them were, you know, high school, junior high, and one in elementary school. So it had been a long time since I bought like baby clothes or toddler clothes or anything like that. And I remember waiting for my first Reborn, and I was like, how do I want to do this? And I watched a few channels, and you know, some people really liked doing consignment. So, you know, you kind of try things on for fit, like what feels, you know, what you feel comfortable doing. And then you kind of find what you like. And I remember I did go to a few consignment, but I'm not one for really like rummaging for things, you know, looking too much. And I did find some cute things. But then I remember I was like, well, I'm just going to go to Carter's. Let's see what they have. It's been years since I had been inside a Carter's. And I remember thinking everything was so cute. And I bought, you know, some things that I've sold on and I wish I would have kept from Carter's. There's one particular line from Carter's, and I don't know if any of you guys remember. I know that some of you that maybe started in the hobby around the time that I did in 2015, you may know this line. Carter's had that little, it was a Parisian line with bicycles, and it was mainly it was like white with a blue print, and it was kind of intended to be a modern or kind of updated toil, I don't know how you say it, toil, whatever, however the heck you say it, print. And do you guys remember it? Anyone? I didn't have a single clue what to buy, so I was hoarding everything. Yes, that's when I started collecting too, was in 2015, and I just loved that line, and I had a lot of little things with that. Especially one of my favorite ones was a onesie, and I've looked and looked for that onesie. I sold it. I wish I would have hung on to it because I think it's really cute. And I remember though that the Emma prototype, one of the artists who did the Emma prototype, or maybe it wasn't the prototype, but it was one of the artists that did a version of Emma, did a lot of pictures with that particular outfit on. And I wish I could find it, but you know, sold it, it's gone. I look on eBay for it all the time. I can't find it. So, I mean, it might be on other sites that I don't usually use too much, like Macari, but who knows. But it was really cute, and those are some of the things I wish I would have held on to. But I remember going into Carter's and just thinking everything was so cute, and I bought a lot of Carter stuff. Then I decided that I felt a little bored, and I felt it was a little bit repetitive because a lot of people were buying this from the same chain stores, and there's nothing against that at all. If the majority of the people who watch me and the majority of people that I watch are here in the US, we were all buying Carter's, and everybody was, you know, doing Carter's hauls, and I still do buy Carter's. In fact, like I said, I should have a haul from Carter's probably next week. Oh, it's not going to be a haul actually, but I did buy a few little things from Carter's, and I'll probably show it to you guys next week. They're really super cute stuff. Because sometimes Carter surprises me. I don't see some of the things I see online. I never see them some of the things I don't see at the store. So, and it will say like online only. So, but anyway, so I, you know, I wanted to have something different for my channel. I wanted to be able to show something that, you know, you weren't going to see in the next, you know, on somebody else's channel. So I started, you know, thinking of, okay, I remembered about Bowden because I used to shop from Bowden for myself, you know, and I started seeing their clothes there. There was Next, and as kind of standard Next might be for people, you know, that live in the UK or in Europe, it wasn't something that I was seeing too much, you know, being done too much here in the US as far as, you know, YouTube Reborn collectors that were here entertaining everyone here with their channels. So I didn't really see too much of it. And then I found another little store that, oh my gosh, do you guys remember? I think it was just called Pumpkin Patch. Pumpkin Patch had the most adorable, soft clothes. And that didn't last long because they were getting near closing. So they were closing and then they shut down. I mean, that only lasted maybe like a year that I was able to shop from them, because and then they just closed up shop and stopped shipping altogether to the US. If I can find it, you can have it. Oh! Do you have it in Newborn? Oh my God, I love that onesie. I'll pay you for it. I will pay you for it. Sorry, you know me, I start rambling on here. Thank you. If you find it, let me know. I do. I don't like everything with Carter's because some things like I don't like, but Doesn't mean they're bad. They're just not my taste. Everybody, you know, it takes all kinds to make the world. So everybody has their own way of, you know, their own style, their own taste. But honestly, guys, if you go directly into a Carter's, you're going to find some things and they're going to be cute. But I'm noticing that they have a lot of the cuter things. They do sell out kind of quickly, but they have a lot of the cuter things online, and then they're specifically only sold online, so you won't be able to find them in store. And they tend to be, because Carter's, I think, is experimenting a little bit with higher quality. So they tend to be a little bit, when I get them, they are higher quality. They don't feel like thin or anything like that. So I'm just letting you guys know, any of you guys that have just completely dismissed or maybe just forgot to buy from Carter's anymore, seriously, like, they have some cute stuff, but it's online. You're gonna have to wait a little bit because Carter's always takes forever. I don't know why, but to ship. But you know, other than that, they have some cute things that I would never, if I would have just go, because I have like a few Carter's close by, and I never see the cute stuff that they have online. But thank you so much, Shannon. If you have that, oh my God, I would love it. I love that print, and I wish I never got rid of it. Let me know. Thank you so much. Oh wait, let me see. I have one or two pieces. I think it's, I have the onesie, and I think I remember the dress. I had the dress too. The dress I didn't like so much on my dolls. I felt like it was a little bit too long, but it was the onesie that I absolutely, the long sleeve onesie. I believe it even had the built-in, I might be wrong about this, but I think it had the built-in scratch mittens, like, you know, that you can hide the hands in. Yeah, that was the time I started collecting too. And Katie says it was just Christmas. Shannon has all the lines. You do. It's funny because you can almost, it's like when you go to like some caves or something. This is how my mind thinks. When you go to, like, you're hiking somewhere and then you see, what do they call it, like in geology, when you guys take in a geology class and they have the different layers on a humongous rock or in a cave, and it shows you, you know, all the different eras and periods, and it's like, this was the ice age, and this was this age, and in this time the dinosaurs lived, and this time this was this. You can see the different layers, and in a tree will also show you like what the weather was like at the time, because the tree could be like 200, 300 years old. But I swear you can tell with a Reborn collector, if they keep a lot of their clothes because they just can't be bothered to, you know, have a big old cell. It's like an excavation, a geological excavation, and where you're trying to find out what the weather was like back then. You know, when somebody started collecting here by the print on their Carter's clothes. I swear to you, this is what it's like. That's what it's like. We're gonna go on an archaeological excavation at Shannon's closet, and we will be able to tell you what era each outfit will tell you what era it was. This Carter's has, I think Carter's also used to, like, Gymboree maybe put, maybe it's just Gymboree, I could be totally wrong here, but I think Carter's used to also do that, where they would come out with special collections, and it would like last either a season or the whole year, but it would be a collection, and they would date the label with the year. I know for sure Gymboree did that. Pumpkin Patch. I love Pumpkin Patch. I have several of their pieces with tags, Pumpkin Patch. At this point, I only have one Pumpkin Patch outfit left, and it is my ultimate favorite. And I did Katie's little, you know, Oxy 10 soak on my Pumpkin Patch because it started to get dingy. Okay, you have to remember, like, a lot of these brands, and I'm going to say this even for Carter's now, A lot of these brands are getting into like the organic. So that means they're not putting all these chemicals on the thread on your clothes anymore, because what prevents some clothes from turning like the colors changing, you know, is all the chemicals that they put on our clothes. Well, a lot of these brands are going organic, and with that, H&M has been doing it for a long time now. I remember Pumpkin Patch also was organic, but without all the chemicals, your clothes get wrinkly. I remember that was one of my things with H&M that for me as an adult, when I would buy stuff, I would always end up returning it, because I'm like, if I sit in my car for 20 minutes, I get to work and everything's wrinkled because they didn't have all the chemicals. I guess I could have starched my own stuff, but I don't have time for that. So I would just like, give me my processed clothes back, my chemical wrinkle prevention, you know, fading prevention thread back to me. But I do, so I soaked my one pumpkin patch outfit, which is one of my favorite pumpkin patch outfits of all time. I will not sell that one. And that one, I soaked it in the Oxy 10, and it brightened it up like nobody's business. If you are a consignment shopper, or you go shop at, you know, the Children's Orchard or anything like that, you buy secondhand, Katie introduced me to the Oxy 10. Is it called Oxy 10? Whatever. The Oxy stuff. You soak it for 30 minutes or so, and that thing will look like brand new. I kid you not. I took that pumpkin patch outfit out, hung it dry, and I could not believe how crisp, bright, it looked brand new. And I mean, I'm telling you though, all these organic brands, the colors will fade. Whites will start to kind of get a little funky. So Oxy 10 it, soak it. Yeah, I think they were, Pumpkin Patch was in New Zealand. But I think they reopened a store, if I remember correctly. I think. Don't quote me on that. I might be mistaking it with another store now, but I think they did. But they're not the same. I'll tell you that right now. Like, the clothes back then in 2015, 2016 from Pumpkin Patch in New Zealand was so cute. So cute. And that's what I'm always doing. I'm always trying to look for something that not on the regular, not on like that you're always going to see. The only thing I do not like from the contemporary lines are sleepers with zippers. They never sit nicely on my dolls for some reason. Yeah, they get that little, the zippers get like this here in the middle. I don't tend to put sleepers on my dolls though, but I have found sleepers that button here at the shoulder. Those are really nice, or they have buttons on the back. Those are really nice as well. Loves Me Somebody says, I am dying. Fossils. Yes, you got, you have fossils. Carter's fossils in your closet. Gymboree 2, the Scotty doings. They're Scotty dogs. Oh, they're Scotty doings. Gymboree had, they didn't just have Scotties, girl. Remember? They had Westies. They've had Dachshunds. I remember they were so creative. Like, who did they fire? Why did they fire the person, whoever was coming up with all the creative ideas for their lines? The last great thing that Gymboree did was the Peter Rabbit. I still try to find as many Peter Rabbit stuff as I possibly can. Or no, I'm lying. Well, the Peter Rabbit was great. It was the Golden Book collection. It was the Golden Book collection of Gymboree. They had all the Golden Book stories. They had the fuzzy little duckling, the something little puppy, they had all of that, the Golden Book collection. That was probably the last best thing that they did before they went like totally lame and cheap. They went so cheap. Even with their like their concepts and their themes and stuff. So yeah, we're fossils here. If you've been here since 2015, I guess you're fossil. Vintage Carter's lines are extremely expensive nowadays. My blankets I have now go for $50 per piece on eBay. Mm-hmm. Yep. The OxyClean. I don't know. Why am I saying Oxy-10? What the heck is Oxy-10? I think Oxy-10, is that the acne cream? I think Oxy-10 is the acne cream. But yes, it's OxyClean for whites. It will take the yellowing. Yes, that's, I didn't know how to call it. The yellowing even rust out. Yeah. It is so good. Pixie Mermaid says, but of real sun, spraying stain with distilled water. Oh, did I miss something else up here from Pixie? Where are you? Maybe I didn't. Hang on, let me scroll here. I feel like I missed something. Distilled water, put it out in the real sun. Okay, stains come out. Okay, thank you so much. Real true cotton, natural fabric, prone to wrinkle. Yes, they are. And now that everything is going like organic and more, environmentally conscious, and we don't have the chemicals in our fabric and that our materials and what they make our clothes out of anymore. I don't like the neck on sleepers. Oh, the Maltese. Yes, I remember that. The Westies, the Maltese. I believe they had Dotsons. Or I might be confusing that because I think also Janie and Jack might have had Dotsons. I can't remember. They had the cute, adorable little... They had a lot of like different dog breed lines, which the whole dog breed lines that they came out with. Did they have little bulldogs, like little French bulldogs, or is that Janie and Jack? I can't remember now. That might have been Janie and Jack. That might be Janie and Jack. Amen to that about Peter Rabbit and the Golden Book. Yep. I have the Fuzzy Duckling and the box it came in. Yeah, I do. I miss them too. And you can still find stuff, Gymboree, online, but I don't think that they're not really... They sell toddler and larger children clothes, but not like newborn. Sun works wonders. I'm gonna have to try that. Thank you for that tip. Jen Len from Creative Reborns has a favorite varnish. She says it makes vinyl feel real, like real skin, like silicone to the touch, but I forgot the name of the product. She has videos recently in the last 3 weeks on it. Oh, thanks for that. We'll have to see what that is. No, Oxy for the clothes, not the babies. Do not put OxyClean on your babies, please. You'll ruin your dolls. For the clothes. Oh, you mean the Oxy-10? I don't know. I said Oxy-10 is the acne cream, but I don't use. You know what? I've tried acne cream to remove a stain from my vinyl, and it didn't work. Maybe I needed to have more patience with it, and it was just going to be a long draw. I didn't have patience with it. I actually found a cream that works, and it did the job. Okay, and it was a industrial strength. It did the job, because the acne cream was not working for the acne cream wasn't working for a stain that I had on my vinyl. Anyway, that's on a side note. Oh yes, Pixie Mermaid says, I love sleeve vintage nightgowns for newborns. I love those too. I used to put those on my real babies all the time, because in the middle of the night there was such an easy access to change a diaper and stuff, so I used to really love Gymboree had Datsuns with bicycle line for Valentine's. You think you sold some to Shannon? Yeah. Those are so cute. Anyway, guys, let me see. Oh, 124 hours. I mean, minutes. Hours. I've been on for a while. It's 9:41. Anyway, so these were the 3 dolls I wanted to show you guys. We changed a few outfits. I hope you guys like the way he looks. H&M has some really cute stuff right now. They have another top at H&M that it's the same style, but it has a different print. I just had to stop myself from buying all 3. So it also has like a vegetable, but it's a more simple print. It's not like scattered all over. It's just to the chest. Check it out. They might still have it. I think it's cute. You might think so too. I hope you guys like the way it looks. This is how I'm wearing it for some photographs. I will button it up to see what it looks like. In fact, we'll do that. That's the last thing we'll do here today. We will see what this looks like tied up like this. Let's see what he looks like. Because it is dark in here. Not my favorite lighting to show them in, but I will have some beautiful pictures in the upcoming week with this little guy in his new top. Look at that. We'll carefully conceal that later in a picture. Just do that right now. And thank you so much for hanging out at Loves Me Some Reborn Babies 2 and My Little World, and for the people that joined me earlier. If you're still around, thank you. And Pixie Mermaid. Does anybody pack up babies for storage? I ruined a Reborn doll because I stored it in a plastic bin with baby clothes. Put in a large Target bag. The ink. Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that. No, but I have ruined a vinyl before because a piece of thread fell off. Oh, let me tell you 2 different ways something happened. Then this will be the last thing I tell you guys. A piece of thread fell off of a clothing item, and it was a dark, like a black thread or a dark blue or something. And it landed on the head, the forehead of the doll. And I had put it away. When I took the doll out and I unwrapped it, so you got to be careful with that too. I'm literally telling you, it was like an inch, like even less than an inch. It was that big of a piece of thread that was on the forehead. And I unwrapped them and I saw the thread there. So that to me, that was the culprit. That thread was the culprit, and it had been pressed up against his little forehead for maybe 2 months. It wasn't him, it was another doll. And that was the culprit. And I didn't know that little thread had fallen in there, wrapped them up. It was unbeknownst to me. So you can never be too careful. And if it's something that's, just pressed up against them for a long time, it's going to stain the vinyl. Luckily, I got the stain out. But yeah, it can totally happen. I would not put it in with a plastic Target bag that has print on it at all. No way. Yeah. So sorry that happened to you. Yes, and white blankets are good. Yeah, thanks everyone for being here. I hope you enjoyed hanging out and listening to our musings. I know. It might be salvage, like you might be able to salvage it. I mean, luckily for me, mine was a blank kit, so I didn't have to worry about the... Katie, do you remember what that stuff was called? Do you remember? It's called Removes It. Removes It. With the Z. Removes It. It's made specifically for it was a product made specifically for like older dolls, like antique dolls, things like that, to clean them, including vinyl dolls. Now, mind you, I've never tried it on a painted doll. I've never done it on a painted doll, so I don't recommend you using it because I have no idea how that would work. Maybe you can test it. It did remove, I mean, that stain, and it was on my Scarlet blanket. That stain was so in it, like so in the vinyl, that I thought it was never going to come out. I tried the acne cream, did not work. And then I started Googling, and I ended up finding a video, and I don't remember the channel name. I did give credit to the channel that I found it on a last year, 2 years ago on my channel. I cannot remember the channel name at this time. But she had been cleaning a lot of her American Girl dolls that were, you know, I guess they're factory painted. And I believe she also has Reborns, but mainly she was cleaning her old American Girl dolls, and it worked. And she kept, you know, that's how she cleaned them. Removes it, I think it's called. But like I said, I don't know. The thread transferred the ink onto the forehead of my Scarlet. That's what I found was there. And then there was, or maybe it was was it the thread? Anyway, there was another one. I got a blank kit, and the person I bought, I don't know if I told you this, Katie. I still have to fix it. It's on, I have a blank Levi kit, and the person that I bought it from, actually had bought 3 kits from her at the same time, 3 blank kits. And at some point in the box, I had always kept it in the box, I never took them out of the box, she had written on a piece of tape, Grayson, with a pen, and the shifting around in the box, the tape got on like the arm, it's on the arm of my Levi, my blank Levi kit. And it says Grayson. He's got a tattoo on his arm. He's a blank kit though. I'm gonna have to clean it. I'm gonna have to remove it. But it says Grayson on his arm. So I'll have to buy some more of that stuff to remove it off my blank kit. Although I'm not doing anything with that blank kit anytime in the near future. So I might just be hoarding blank kits. But eventually I need to remove that Grayson tattoo off of his arm. Thank you, Shannon, for hanging out. And yeah, you can never be too careful. So Mike has it somewhere. I got it from Pennsylvania. All I know is if you Google removes it, I'm pretty sure it has a Z in it. Removes it. And it's made for dolls. But I'm going to stress this point again. I've never used it on on a painted doll. I've only used it to remove stains off of a blank kit. So be careful using that, because I don't know, and I don't want you to make things worse. So yeah, it's on his arm. He has a little tattoo. It says Grace on it. So thank you. Yeah, if you can find it, you can send it back. The only other thing about that removes it though, Katie, is that it says that the chemical or whatever they make it, that it has an expiration. Like it's only good for a year. It had an expiration. So I don't know if it'll still be effective. It probably would, but it does have an expiration. They said that after you open it, you have to use it, you have to use it within a year, because then it's not going to have the same effect. It won't be as effective. So, All right, guys, so that's all I have for you tonight. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you guys all again soon. Thanks to my mods for hanging out with me here. Thanks for watching.